guys, what's up? Welcome back to another edition of Intuitive Angling, and much appreciated you guys swinging by the channel and spending some of your day with me. We are going to be talking about the three unexpected signs that you can tell just by watching somebody fish if they're a better bass angler than you are. And by doing this, guys, if this is something that, like, if you notice this and you notice that you are not doing it, it's going to give you guys some good clues on some adjustments you can make to become a better angler. But there's definitely three signs that you can tell. I can tell by looking at somebody. I can watch them for 2 minutes fishing, and I can tell you guys right off the bat how good of an angler they are. So we're going to get into that in today's episode here. Also, guys, for get started, quick reminder, Tackle Warehouse has got their big Black Friday sale going on right now. They got a bunch of really good sales across the website there. I'll put my Tackle Warehouse link in the description. If you guys would like to take advantage of that sale and use my link, that's a good way to support the channel, and really appreciate that. And also, guys, thank you very much for everybody that's taking time to hit that subscribe button here to Intuitive Angling. YouTube's tough right now, guys. If you want to help Intuitive Angling and give something back for the fishing tips I'm giving you, just hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share the videos, comment on the videos. All that helps out. And finally, guys, if you're interested in becoming an Intuitive Angling channel member, we got channel members starting at $4.99 a month. You get private videos every week that aren't seen by the public, and access to my email address for your personal fishing questions. Just click the join button or the membership button for info. So appreciate you guys putting up with those plugs there. Okay, three things, guys, we'll talk about. You can tell right off the bat if I just see somebody fishing. Like, say for example, I'm in my boat and I look across the cove and I can see somebody. There's three ways I can tell how good they are. I'm gonna show you what it is. The first of all is how they are standing in a boat. The posture that somebody has, as far as, you know, how they're standing, and they're sort of like their body posture and how it's moving and everything like that, is a really good indication on how good they are. Now, most of the time when somebody's casting, or somebody's, you know, makes a cast out there and they're standing, their back straight, you know, they're balanced and everything like that. Everything's symmetrical. And you can also notice that too about how they operate the trolling motor, because a really good angler, it's like a very fluid motion on the trolling motor. It's like they're not, like, you know, putting their foot on and off it, and they're not putting their foot off it and stepping back. It's almost like the trolling motor and the casting is just part of like just there's a fluidity to that. It's almost like a dance a little bit. You know, their body posture's in good position, they're balanced, they got one foot up on the trolling motor and they're balanced there, and you can just tell. Sorry about the train in the background, the stupid train comes through every dang video I started here. But you can tell by somebody how much time they've spent on the water, and how much time they've been in a boat, and how much time they've casted, simply by their posture and how they're balanced on the trolling motor. That's a really big deal with it. Okay, the second one you can tell, and this is one of the biggest tells, is when they cast. Watching them cast is a huge indicator about how skilled somebody is. Let me show you how you can tell right off the bat if somebody is not a very good bass angler. They cast like this. They go like that. It's like they're trying to throw the rod out there. If you see somebody that casts like this, I can promise you they are just starting out as an angler, or they're not that good. When you see somebody that's a good caster, it's like an art form dance. It's like their movements are smooth, everything's smooth. It's just like that. They go from hand to hand like that. They can go left-handed, right-handed. They can make a sidearm cast both directions like that. They can make a long cast overhand. And a good angler, you notice that most of the action comes from the wrist there. Most of the casting action comes just from the wrist. The arms are stationary. You don't have any of this like there. So that's one piece of advice I'm going to give you guys for casting, is try to keep your elbows stationary and just use your wrist a little bit. Use your wrist for everything. Pitching, flipping, just like that. You know, your elbow should move just a minimal amount like that. Okay, that's one good way with that. Now the next one, sort of along the lines, is how they set the hook. Say for example, if I didn't see him cast and I'm not watching, they're fighting, or they're getting ready to set the hook, or they're setting the hook, you can tell right off the bat how good they are by they set the hook. Because Same type of deal. It all has to go with balance and fluidity. If somebody is out there, they make, let me go through the whole thing. You know, they're crouched over like this, they're making the cast out like that, and they get a strike, and they're just like, you know, just real herky-jerky like that. Or, you know, their hook set is like up over the head, or they're sideways like that, or they're over-exaggerating. You know, they're just something that looks sort of goofy in the hook set. Here's how you tell if an angler is good, you know, all the way through. Hook set, cast everything. They're on their trolling motor, balance, they got their shoulders back, they make their cast nice and smooth, they're working the bait like that, they get a strike, and then they're not in a big hurry, and they just reel down, everything's balanced, they reel it down and bring it back like that. And everything is just in one form. It's like there's no herky-jerky, everything's fluid like that. Like that would be like in a jig hook set. You know, you got your jig bite, nice and balanced like that, or a crankbait like this. You're reeling that crankbait through there. You got one, and you just start reeling like that. So that is how you tell how good somebody is. Now, if you're one of those anglers that is guilty of one of the demonstrations I just did talking about how you can tell somebody's not any good, don't take offense with it, because everybody has to start out, guys. Everybody, I always use the reference, it's like building a house. Some people are putting their first brick down on their house building. Other people are just almost done with the whole project. So if you're one of those people out there that are casting goofy, or you're off balance, your hook set looks funny, just learn from what I just told you there. Replay the video, look at it, you know, try to copy what I'm doing a little bit, and I can promise you, you're going to be a better caster, you're going to be more efficient, your body's going to be in better shape at the end of the day, you're going to land more fish, you're going to get more bites with it. Because somebody that is a good caster, when you're a good bass angler and you've got focus and you've got balance and you know how to operate that trolling motor and you know how to manipulate that lure retrieve and you know how to make 10 different type of casts and you know how to set the hook from a ton of different angles with different line tests and different type of fishing equipment, different rod lengths. When you see somebody like that, it literally looks like a ballet. It looks like somebody like a professional dancer that is choreographed perfectly. So that is just one of the things just to remember, guys. Do never overlook the importance of the mechanics in fishing. And those mechanics involve your posture, how you stand up, how you run the trolling motor, how you cast, how you set the hook, all that type of stuff goes together. So anyway, guys, I hope it helps catch some more fish down the road. We'll talk later. See you.